Hello, my little scrappy friends. Long time no speak. I thought of that on my own because whenever I get on here, sometimes I want to say long time no see, but we really never see. Most of the time we don't see each other, so long time no speak. Listen, I'm going to take a minute to chat here. Number one, welcome to all my new subbies. Thank you so much for subscribing to me. And as always, thank you to my old subbies. And I have decided to do things a little tiny bit different in the way I do my YouTube videos. I recently overlooked and sharing a rack video from a dear uber great friend of mine, Laura Loves Lace. I think the world of her, and she sent me a rack a few weeks, well, more than a few weeks ago, like in between Christmas and New Year's. Listen, I'm old school, and shame on me for doing that. I don't care if I have to stick a Post-it note on my forehead to remind myself of certain things. I'll never let that happen again. I want to do more videos. I don't know how else to do that other than go on and record the video. Don't stress about it. Hold on to that video, and if it takes me 2 days or 5 days to upload it, then edit and then upload it, then it takes me 2 to 5 days. I have always felt like, oh no, you got to record the video, you have to edit the video, and then you have to upload it all in the same day. And I know that's not the case. I'm going to have to do it this way if I want to get more videos up and accomplish more with my scrapbooking and YouTube hobby. I know some folks have said, Vicki, don't edit, but I have to edit. You guys know I ramble as it is. And there's times all the time I'm cutting out something because I watch the video and I'm like, oh my gosh, I just talked about that piece of fuzz on my carpet for 8 minutes, 43 seconds. So I got to take that kind of stuff out. Plus, you never know. Remember, I live in a house of males. A grandson, a husband, and a son. You never know. They'll be walking by the camera and just fall down right in front of it for effect. They'll cough. They'll snit. They'll sneeze. They will pass gas and think it's funny. The phone rings. People are at the door. The chicken from across the road, or actually the rooster, crosses the street, and this isn't a joke, it happens, and outside my door you hear cock-a-doodle-doo. We live out in the country, but sometimes you would think I was in Times Square, because this is a well-known place. Bikers like to come out and ride on nice days, and bikers don't like mufflers sometimes. Anyway, I have to edit, so that's not an option. Anyway, by doing it this way, I hope to get more shares up, more hauls, and racks, and I hope to never forget a rack again. In the past few months, have noticed so many more of my subbies leaving me a comment or sending me a private message saying, thank you for your video. I am a brand new scrapbooker. Oh my gosh, I love. Now see, that's something I may edit. I love new scrapbookers. And I love my old subbies too, don't think that. And I love my subbies who know way more than me. And what's going to happen is a new scrapbooker will find me, but eventually they'll outgrow me and find you guys. But while they're here, I want to help them get started, because I'm going to tell you something. I've been scrapbooking now, again, for several years. I used to scrapbook when I was a kid. I've always loved photographs. I've always loved paper. I've always loved pens. I used to journal and keep a diary at different times through my life. So I always loved this, but it was about 7 years ago when I really started to dive into this new thing of scrapbooking on steroids. Maybe that's what I should name my channel. Scrapbooking on steroids. Anyway, when I first started to scrapbook again, the only reference that I had was QVC, HSN, the shopping networks used to have like scrapbook fairs. I had magazines, and thank goodness there were like probably 4 or 5 really good scrapbooking magazines out back then. Now we're down to like 2 or 3. So I would use those items, those things, to help me better understand design elements. I can tell the difference between the products I use, my layouts, and my enthusiasm since I found YouTube. Oh my gosh. As much as I loved scrapbooking, journaling, pens, paper, and pictures 7 years ago, I love them even more now. Because YouTube, I'm able to see how you put a layout together, why you choose a certain embellishment. And you know what? When I used to read creating keepsakes or scrapbooks, etc., I could not leave a comment and ask them, what is that product you used, or why did you do that? We are in a forum here on YouTube where we can ask the designer, what did you do? And I want to help all those new subbies and all those new scrapbookers learn how to shop online, and hey, here's a great place to shop, here's a fast shipper. So when I talk, I'm going to be talking not just to people who know what they're doing. I'm going to be thinking about people, and it's the first time they've ever watched a crafty YouTube channel. Okay? So keep that in mind. Here's my haul video. And this all came from Joann on January 23rd. So that sale has passed, guys, I'm sure. But listen, Joann, Michaels, if you wait for 2 to 4 weeks, they're going to have everything that you could want on sale eventually. Don't forget to take your coupons, because you can always get at least one item 40 to 50% off at Joann, Michaels, and Hobby Lobby. And if you don't get a flyer or a newspaper with that coupon in it, you can get it online. Well, the first thing I picked up, which I have not bought a Cricut cartridge in over a year. I still love my Cricut. And just recently, I've been feeling bad because I don't feel like I use it enough. Believe me, I picked up my Expression, and I don't have an Expression G2 to the wazoo, uber digital Expression. I have like that second Expression that came out. I used the little Cricut, the small one, the 6-inch wide, up until about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I'm happy with my Expression. My feelings is if you have all those extra bells and whistles, like the digital screen and all of that, it's more things that can go wrong with your machine. So, and I picked my Cricut up at hsn.com. I did not want to put it on a credit card and run the risk of being charged interest, so I picked it up using my debit card and I put it on FlexPay. I personally have always been very happy, knock on wood, with HSN. Anyway, the Cricut. Recently, I have started to do cards, and I don't have a lot of spellbinders. I think I've got like 2 different styles, and I wanted one of those frames to go in the background of my little girly colored in image. Well, I got online and looked at some of those spellbinders, and I'm like, you know, I may not stick with card making, and I'm not paying $18 to $25 for these spellbinders. Not yet. Anyway, I get on my Cricut, I go through, and I actually found some frames that actually work. And when I did my card share here on YouTube, and I said I use this for my Cricut cartridge, everybody was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was a spellbinder. I will, hopefully, I want to do a video showing you some of the cool things I did recently using my Cricut. I learned how to make a Polaroid, Polaroid die cut for my layouts. I learned how to make a bunch of different arrows. I learned how to make frames, and I do have a gypsy so I can manipulate things a little bit. But I did go on, this was on sale for $34.95, and I picked up this Cricut cartridge. It is called Elegant Edges. And there's just some, sorry about that glare. Here's just some of the different frames you can use. And look over here. This, they don't advertise this, and I didn't know this, but any of these frames you can make into a border or oblong. Now, the oblong shape is exactly what you're going to get with some of the spell binders. But look how many. This is not even all of the cuts you get. Once again, this is called Elegant Edges. It's been out a while. You may want to watch for it to go on sale at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or Joann. And you can also look for it on eBay. Like I said, I got this on sale, Joann, for $34.95. Most of the time they do not let you use your coupons on Cricut stuff. Elegant Edges. I'll share this with you when I bust into it. I went on and picked up some of the Memento dies just to edge, you know, my layouts, my paper, and so forth, to give it that distressed look. These are normally $9.95 at our Joann, and they were on sale for 40% off. Not bad, because that's going to take it down to about $6, and that's a little over $1 a piece. Tim Holtz was on sale, and this was like $3.99, but he was like 50% off, so it was only $2. And I'll tell you something, this is the journaling tickets. There's no way I'd have paid $4 for these, so I'm glad they're on sale. But look how big they are. They are big. Here's my quarter. See how big they are? And this one kind of has a grid pattern behind it. Yeah. This one has lines. I do a lot of boy layouts and masculine based. So this'll come in handy. Plus my grandson loves trains. Let me see if there's any. Yeah, look. That's kind of cute for like school pictures. And there are 1, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. There's 24 tickets in here. I'm glad they were on sale. I have shared this before because this is the second time I've picked this up. It is the Fact and Fiction line. Once again, it was on sale for like 40 to 50% off, so it was right around $2. And I really like these brands. Like, love, yes, no, call me. How cute for a card. You and me. Very cute. And that's basic gray. I don't know why, but I didn't pick these up the first time. So I went on and picked these little letters up. It's the Fact and Fiction line once again. And these are teeny tiny. And I am betting that these are not easy to get off of the sticker sheet. Let me tell you something. I have pretty much decided I'm going to probably stick with mostly October Afternoon Mini Market and the Glitz Design mini letters because they come off easier than any other release sheets. They're easier to peel off. They're not paper. They're very nice cardstock. So when you do go to pick off the letter you want, all the other letters aren't coming up. I don't know if that happens on this or not. I've not used these. Okay. So what's new? I go to Joann. I get to the register and the sticker Thickers by American Crafts, it had a sign right over it, paper coordinates, 40% off. The sign was directly over the Thickers. Last time that happened, I go to the register, I cash out, and I'm thinking, boy, that was more expensive than I thought. But that happens everywhere I go. So I get home, I look at my receipt, and sure enough, they charged me full price for Thickers. And here, I bought Thickers that I didn't have to have. I don't mind spending $5 on Thickers if it's a necessity, like I've just got to have them for a project. But I also like to stock up on my Thickers when they're on sale. And when I do that, I do not want to pay $4 or $5 for them. I also don't mind buying Thickers at a full price of $4 to $5 when they're new. I'll do that. But what happened, I watched when the cashier started to ring up my items, and sure enough, they came up $4.99. I told her about it. I had to hold up the line. She had to go back and check. But when she came back, she said, it does say they are 40% off. Guys, watch your prices when you get to that register. So, I like these little letters. This is the Rockabye. I hope you can see that. This is the Rockabye font. It is not a real Snow White, but it's white. And I noticed I don't have many white Thickers. And there's the size. You get a nice amount of A's and get all the letters. You get a nice amount. And sometimes when I'm being lazy on a layout, I will go right to certain Thickers that will fit almost any design. And the Rockabye is definitely one of those designs. And I think I picked up 2 of them. Yes, I did, since they're on sale. Everything seems to be metallic, silver or gold this year. And this is the Thickers Sentiment font. And they're very, very shiny, metallic silver. They are not silver glitter. They're really cool. And they have a nice amount of letters. And you can kind of see the size. I hope you can see how shiny they are. I mean, they look like stainless steel. There you go. On sale. All the Thickers were like $3.49. This is another font I am loving. It is called Doll. And this is getting to be one of those go-to fonts as well. I've got a lot of Thickers that I've collected over the years. And sometimes I don't remember what I have. And if I am getting lazy on a layout, I can always go to certain alphas. I think I said that before. And this is one of them. And you'll see I really like that they have capital and lowercase. I wish this whole line was A's and this whole line was B's, but you know what they say about wishing. Anyway, pick those up. It is glitter. The doll font comes in chipboard and glitter foam too. And this is a foam glitter. Not my favorite. I don't care for foam too much. It seems like it's easier to stretch out when I'm taking it off the release sheet and putting it onto my layout. But I'll deal with it. I love that it does have punctuation marks. I wish that all alphabet sheets had punctuation marks, especially question marks, exclamation marks, parentheses. So if you're watching Thickers or American Crafts, how about some more punctuation marks? Here is this is a classic font. It's called hardcover. You can find the hardcover font in everything, every color. They have it in foam. They have it in vinyl. They have it in chipboard. And now they have it in gold metallic. And here's what they're calling it. Foil letter stickers. Really nice gold. Here's another classic font. It's called Sprinkles. And this is a white glitter. They call it Blanca. Very nice. And here's the size. And they have numbers too. I really like to have my numbers in my alpha sets too. I don't care if it's October Afternoon, Glitz Design, or whoever. I love when you get everything. Punctuation marks, alphabet, capitals, lowercase, and numbers. So, there's the size of, there's a good idea. Okay. I'm sorry I get too close to the camera, guys. Okay, and again, that's Sprinkles. That's it on the thickers. Look at these cute little flowers. This is from the Fact and Fiction line, Basic Gray. Once again, this is exclusive through Joann, but I heard you can also buy this at the Basic Gray website. That's what I heard. It may be a rumor. $2 on sale. And it almost looks like it's tissue paper. I'll let you know when I open it. Look at the dimension. I mean, you can't beat 4 flowers for $2. I love, love, love to do stick pins. And finally, I found the 3-inch pins. I looked high and low for this. And guess where it is? In the floral items. So this is a nice 3-inch pin. It does have these little balls on top. For those of you who are new to this, you can use your Sharpie marker. You can use your Bic marker. You can use your Spectrum Noir. You can use your Copics to color the top of these. And I bought the pearl ones. These were not on sale, and they were $3.99. But, I mean, what is there? 144. Probably won't need those for a while. You know, guys, I've never used the ink out of all these markers I've bought in my lifetime. But, like I told you before, I love pens. I love pencils. I love markers. And the Tim Holtz was on sale. I started to say Jim Holtz. Sorry, Tim. These are the distress markers. I probably have not used these to their full effect. And, I mean, you can add water to it, spray. I've seen people do just such wonderful things. Almost make it look like a watercolor on your paper. But they were on sale. Normally $14. 40% off that brings them to $8 or $9. And this is... This is called the Country Fair Collection with, I guess, black, the blue, the red, the green, and the yellow. If you didn't watch my other haul video, I picked up a set of these, and I like them. But it had picket fence in it, and I heard on YouTube how cool picket fence would write on dark cardstock or paper, and it really does. It's really cool. I'll have to show that to you sometime. But anyway, Tim Holtz distress markers, great for coloring in, you know, your digi prints, your clear stamps, and they're much cheaper than Copic. And you can add water to them. Really, really cool. But look who you're talking to. Like I said, I love pens and papers. Here's the last thing. I went on and picked up some of these wood. They're not wool, Vicky. Wood tree wool sheep. And I'm going to put some of my ribbon on here. They were not on sale, so I paid like $1.99, $2.99 for these. And I'm just going to put some of my loose ribbon that's rolling all over my ribbon drawer on these and see how I like it. And if I do, I may change to these. And what people do is roll it up, roll the ribbon up on here, put a little straight pin in it. Nice. Okay, guys, that's it this time around. Would you believe I'm going to have to edit out my doorbell ringing and somebody banging on the door? Bam, 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 bam. It was Rusty, my mailman. If you're new to my channel, you got to get to know Rusty. He's my mailman. And he is here so much, I'm sure he thinks we're part of some kind of crazy drug cartel or entrepreneurship, because I get packages from all over where I've purchased items. Some are little, some are big. Then I get racks, and my racks have like animal skin duct tape on it, and it has stamps on the outside that say, "Do the Happy Mail dance." He must think we're nuts. But then what must the neighbors think? Every other day, here comes Rusty. Knock, knock, knock. I heard he's going to retire. I wonder if I did that to him. Probably the saddest thing is, like 3 years ago, before I found YouTube, I started to buy old scrapbook magazines off of eBay. Oh my gosh. You would not believe how many old magazines I bought, because they had stopped putting out some of my magazines that I so look forward to. So I thought, hey, I got an idea. Since I just really started looking at magazines a few years ago, I will go and get some of the old ones. And on eBay, you can buy like a lot. Not a lot, but a L-O-T. On eBay, if you buy more than 2 or 3 items, they will call it a lot of magazines. And you could get like 10 magazines, 15, 20 for $20 or $30. So here is poor old Rusty lugging a package with 20 magazines in it. Oh, it's a wonder we ever got friendly. But I got to know Rusty pretty well that summer. Anyway, guys, I will talk to you soon. It's good to be back on YouTube. I've missed everybody. I was tagged in a couple of the tag videos. Kim and, Prims, P-R-I-M. What? Oh gosh, I can't remember her screen name now. Anyway, I've been tagged, and I have not forgotten that. So I've been working on my list of my 20 favorite scrapbook items. I've been doing the other one where you ask, like, what do I like from CHA? Oh my gosh, it'll be time for the summer CHA by the time I get the video done. But I'm working on that. I have not forgotten you, and I'll be back soon to do them. Bye, guys. I really missed you. Thanks for watching.